most prestigious award, and it's our way of giving special recognition to an individual who has demonstrated great leadership and has given tirelessly of their time and talents to this industry and to the Nebraska Cattlemen. This year we induct a very exceptional individual into the Nebraska Cattlemen Hall of Fame. His contributions to his community, the Nebraska Cattlemen, the cattle industry at the national level, the University of Nebraska, and other philanthropic activities has been extraordinary. The Nebraska Cattlemen's Hall of Fame inductee for 2011 is Al Swigert. But I want to tell you a little bit about Al in case you didn't know it. Ed and Bessie Swigert had 3 children, Joyce, Larry, and Alan. And Al, as we know him, is the guy who has been involved in so many different parts of this industry. He was born on a farm near Diller, Nebraska in 1942. Began learning on the farm there. He showed pigs and cattle and 4-H and loved working and caring for animals his entire life. He attended District 22 in Diller to start his formal education. He graduated from high school in 1960, went on to get an associate's degree from Fairbury Junior College, a bachelor's degree from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. While going to school, Al met Judy Smith, whom he married in 1966. In 1968, Al obtained his master's degree in nutrition and biochemistry from UNL and went on to achieve a PhD from the University of Kentucky. During and after his postgraduate degrees, Al worked with swine doing research and extension projects. We're very glad that that changed and he kind of got over into the right side of the industry. He also worked for Continental Grain in Chicago as a swine specialist for 6 years following his graduation from Kentucky. After working in Chicago, and we're very grateful for this as well, Al, but Al and Judy decided to move back to Nebraska. They moved to Cozad, where Judy's father, Jewel, owned a cattle feeding and ranching business. Al and his son, Jeff, enjoyed spending time with Jewel, helping him with the livestock. They had a diversified farming enterprise, growing alfalfa, corn, selling home-raised cattle. Al and his family put down roots in the Cozad community. And as I said earlier, fortunately for all of us, his interest in the beef industry really began to grow. Al became an owner and chairman of the board of Dar Feed Yard in the 80s. The Dar Feed Yard is a commercial feedlot with a capacity nearing 50,000 head. He enjoys spending time at the feed yard with the cattle and most particularly with the people that run the operation. He has enjoyed his participation as board member of the Nebraska Cattlemen's Foundation. The Dar Feed Yard, of course, as you would have heard at the luncheon today, has hosted the Foundation Retail Value Steer Challenge for all of its 13 years. He's been a board member of the Cattlemen's Ball, raising millions of dollars for cancer research at the Epley Cancer Center in Omaha. Al is the owner of Agro Incorporated, a company he began in the 1970s, and is still involved in farming, ranching, backgrounding, and cattle feeding business. He really appreciates the employees and the family. His wife Joanne and her children Jana and Joan joined the family in 1998 after Judy's passing the previous year. Al has 5 grandchildren and enjoys spending time with them as well as playing golf, bridge, his blue chair, and of course supporting the Huskers. Al's been very active at both state and national industry organizations. He was president of the Nebraska Livestock Feeders Association in 1987, and in '88 he got to witness the merger of his association, the Nebraska Stock Growers Association, and the Nebraska Feedlot Council. These 3 organizations became known as the Nebraska Cattlemen, and Al has never looked back. He's been an extremely active member and a strong advocate of this association. In 2005, Al became the Cattlemen's Beef Board Chairman after being on the operating committee and board for 6 years. As the CBB Chairman, Al expressed his passion and the importance for research in the beef cattle industry. And I can tell you, I heard it over and over again. It's that thing, Al would say, that research is so important. And it's so hard sometimes to get people to support because it's distant out in the future when it pays dividends. This is a man of vision that stands behind me here now. He looked at the industry as a whole, and he always shared with others. And one of his quotes was, "Beef is a critical part of the agricultural industry because it is the economic motor that drives the nation." Al has always been generous with his time and resources, and he says it best in a previous interview. "I come from a generation that feels like we need to give something back." He has given back to his community, the beef industry, at numerous times, and with his financial support, as well as the many hours that he has mentored students in the class at UNL. With all his state and national involvement, Al has not forgotten his roots. He has held leadership positions in the Dawson County Cattlemen's Association and continues to be an active participant in the Dawson County Cattlemen's activities to this very day. Al, I want to tell you, you are an inspiration to all of us, and you're most deserving of this award. It is a special privilege for everyone here in this room in attendance this evening to honor you as the 2011 Nebraska Cattlemen Hall of Fame inductee.
Thank you. It's hard to come up with words at a time like this, but as most people know, I always come up with some words. So I'm very humbled by this award. I had no idea where you came up with all that stuff, but it sure sounded good. That's one good thing, Bill. You know, it has been a passion of mine to move forward. I guess I don't look back a whole lot. I tend to look forward, and he gave it away. I'm 69 years old here a couple weeks ago, so I still have a love and a passion for this industry and for Nebraska and for agriculture. Now, I came from very humble beginnings. My parents gave me, I think, a work ethic to be honest, to whatever you achieve, to build on that. And my wife Joanne here has some of that same work ethic, and we make a good pair. You know, I lost my first wife, and that's a tough thing to swallow, but you know, life doesn't end, and I think we all have to gain from those things, because there's still a life to be lived. And I just thank all of you for this. I thank the association, and beef, it's what's for dinner.
Sit her down there. While they're getting this award out here, we have a very special award I think most of you are familiar with for the Hall of Fame award. It's a set of spurs. It's very, very special. Al's family is here, and he did not know this. And gang, if you'd like, please come forward, all of you. You're back here somewhere. Joanne is right there. Joanne, please. Oh, go on out front. And while they're coming forward, I'd just like to add congratulations to Judy Reese for her award this evening, and the Mathewson family. Well deserved.
Love you.